Hi, this is Darman. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In this video series, I'm showing you how to build Stampy's lovely world. And to my left is the what we started this week is the Water Rush game, which I was correctly corrected. I was correctly corrected, most correctedly, that the Water Rush sign that should be on the second line there, not the first line. Don't know what I was thinking there. I had something wrong in my notes clearly, so thank you very much for that correction. That helps us get a little bit closer to being as authentic as possible for this. So we left this off with these two black squares just representing the buildings that we're going to build, and we're going to build this one today, I've decided. And yeah, we're just going to start with this. And the first layer that's going to replace this black is going to be sand. So I'm going to mark these corners before I forget where they are. Oh, but this one over here, this is where, this is the pool over here. So I really don't want to mark this with sand. Really, that's going to end. It's the 10th block from here. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it is this one. All right. I thought it was that one, but I didn't want to say for sure here. Okay, so we can just go across here with the sand and then get rid of all this. But again, I'm just marking the corners for myself so that I know where to stop. I think you are smarter than me and you can probably figure this out. All right, so we are still, just to reiterate, we are 2 blocks away from these two paths, and we are 6 blocks away from this rainbow, correct, Mundo? Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, okay. So that is all good. So let's, I'll tell you what, let's take this out. This is where the blue wool is going to be, and I'm just going to mark this, again, mark that corner so that I don't make it too big. Oops, I am busting up this place here. You know, in fact, let me grab some, I got a little dirt here. I can put that in there. So let's see, that was somewhere in the neighborhood of here. Okay, so all right, let's just hold off on that. So now, so we've got one layer of sand here. And what we'll need to do is build up layers of sand and then put stuff on top of it, because that's just easier, I think. All right, so on the front, let's call this the front, since this is what you face while you play the game. We want to add one more complete layer of sand on top of this. There we go. And I'm going to go back to the left. And let's add, okay, starting on the second block, we're going to add 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just add one more on the second one of that one over there. I can see Holly and Jolly over there, just spectating over there. So this right here, this is actually one of the holes for the water to come out. So we're going to put 3 blocks to the right of that hole, and then 2 on the right side of that part there, and then this is going to be, we could say, like, let's use this to represent the holes for right now. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So then to the right of this quote-unquote hole, we're going to leave 3, and then, where's my sand? We're going to put 1, and then there's going to be a hole here, and then fill this all the way across here, and then the last 3, no, just the last, yeah, the last 2, so there should be, or just this one, so there should be a hole 1, 2, 3, and then put this one, and then you should have 2 to the right of that, and then that's good. So then on this side, I'm going to put 1 here, skip this one, and then go all the way to the right side on that. I'm going to come back up here, skip these 2, and then put 3 down, and then there should be 2 here. Yep, that is right. On this side, this is the back side, so we want to add another one here, leave 2, and add 9 to the right of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to go backwards a little bit, skip that first one, Should be a total of 5 going this way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which should leave 3 right over there. That's right. And then we're going to go down. So we got this one here, and we're going to skip 2 on this level, and then just go all the way to the corner, and then the last 2 on this side, and then finally on this left, I guess this will be the left side. We're going to just bring that all the way across there, and then just add, actually it's over here, from this right side, skip the first 2, and then just put 2 right there. There we go. Okay, good. That's good. All right, so that's the sand part all done, and we know where the holes are, and the holes don't look even to me. 1, 2, 3. Something is strange here. Let me take a look at this for a second. Yeah, something is funky over here. Okay, all right, I see what's going on. So we got this first hole right here. This should be empty. So these 2 should be taken out. Should be empty here, and then staircase up 1 here, here. Get rid of this one, and we're going to go up. This whole thing kind of need to be shifted over. I think it was the problem. Here we go. So there should be 3 in between here. There's 4. No, there should be 4 in between each one. Oh, okay. So since we shifted those over, we have to shift this all over 1 as well. So that goes, there we go. Sorry about that. There we go. So then this should have 2. Yeah, there's 2 here, and then this one sticking up, and then these 2. Right. Perfect. Okay. There we go. It's important to get that stuff worked out now. When we start putting in the guts in this thing, which we're not doing in today's video, we will get all that right. So most of this thing is cyan wool, and then there's, light blue interspersed, and then the kind of outline parts of it in the regular blue. So let's take this and let's fill in. We're going to fill this in. Let's start on the front. We're going to fill in everything. Actually, let's take, I just realized I probably should use a different color. Let's just put that, I'm going to use dirt in here instead so that I know which ones to remove later. That way that stands out. You can choose whatever you want. I'm just going to fill in all the rest of this straight across where the sand is. And that way we can kind of have like one clean level going across. And that's good there. Okay, so then we're going to start over here. We're going to put the pattern is it's kind of it's more or less 3, and then it goes up a level, 3 down level, then there's 3. You'll see in a second. There's a couple of weird little exceptions, and this is one of them. Put a light blue here, 3 cyans after that, and then we start the pattern 1, 2, 3, cyan, 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 light blue, light blue, light blue, and we start this pattern, which part of it will get covered up, and part of it won't you won't see it, part of it, like that. And then there should be basically it should be this pattern, and then when you reach the edge, you just, whatever's left, you just chop it off, basically. So, it's, we can't go that whole distance right there. Fill this in with cyan, and then we put 1 row of just cyan, and then we repeat this same exact pattern here. So we're going to start with actually this one. Yeah, no, actually it does start the same way. I was about to say it starts differently. No, it starts the same way. So we're just going to repeat this. What's actually, right below us. We're going to do the exact same thing. I don't know if it's easier to do the 3, change colors and then go back, and then, I don't know, whatever works for you. Just make sure you put the blue, light blue, above the cyan, and we're just going to fill this in. This one I'm kind of normally I would say I'm just going to cut away and you finish the rest, but this one I want to really kind of get right because it's just a little bit, that's funky there. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so that's what's working. All right, so we're going to do that one more time. Just put a cyan all the way across. Start over here, and start with this. There, and I'm learning how to use the fill command. So to help me out, somebody suggested I apologize, I don't remember who suggested use the fill command, and I didn't know it actually worked in Bedrock. So a quick Google later, and boom, I'll fill in some stuff. Now, unfortunately, there are limits that I didn't realize. You can only fill in like 32,000. It's basically like 8 chunks at a time. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to fill in stuff. But yeah, thank you for that little tip there. And I just did that wrong. Somebody, again, please stop me. I need help, clearly. Let's just change these out, and there we go. And then we just need one more on top of this one, and then this should be a total of 16 blocks high. All right, let's see how we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, wait, 16? Should have, oh, I got one more layer to do. Okay, so there's four of these light blue wavy lines. Yeah, so all right, we just got to repeat that one more time, and I will cut away and just let you do that on your own. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, so that is now 16 blocks high, and there are 4 little wavy lines on there, and they should be set up like that. So part of this has to be changed a little bit, and I just realized it's this column here. I need to adjust this a little bit as I go, but we'll get to that in a second. So let's take our cyan, let's fill in. I'm on the right side now. Let's fill in this part over here to the 3rd block level. Bring that up to there, and just add one more full cyan level on that. And we're going to need to change this one to cyan. And we should be on the 5th block level, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the 5th block level, we take our light blue, replace this one, add 2 to the right of that, skip 3, and stop that, 3 over there. And there we go. And then we're going to add 3 light blue in the middle of that with cyan on each side. And okay, yeah, so each stripe on this side is going to look like this, and that looks good. Okay, so we're going to repeat that by just putting one line across here. And yeah, you know what? I'm just going to replace these and then just kind of work from there for myself. I think that's probably easiest. So now at this point, I just change this to light blue, repeat my pattern that I just did below exactly the way I did it, and bring it all the way up to that level. And so we're just going to continue this pattern all the way up. And that leaves us with this for the right side of it. That looks really good. And that kind of changes this to look like this, but there's absolutely no way around it. And this is going to be all covered up anyway by some regular blue. So on the back side is, you know, again, the same sort of pattern. I just have to get you started as to where it begins. So let's go back down here and fill in this first 3 layers. I'll just top these all off so that they're all nice and even here. And whoops. And there we go. Come on, fill in there for me, please. All right, there we go. So now we just need to fill in one more straight layer all the way across, and then we can begin. Let's see. So over here, I'm going to start with 3 cyan. We're going to leave room for 3 light blue. And just kind of repeat that. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm just going to fill these in with the light blue, and then, you know, continue the pattern that, you know, we kind of see happening over here. So it's not a mirror of what's going on over there because of the you know, it seems to kind of start in a different place, but this is a little bit more even, I guess, like that. So there is this will be our first row, and then I am going to have you just repeat this until you get to the top, just like we've been doing. After you put, you know, one straight line of cyan all the way across, begin doing exactly what we just started with, which was starting with the 3 cyan and just going from there. And now we have this same block height, and that's the pattern on that side. So now we're kind of got a little squeezed in room here between this lovely little rainbow. So down here on the this will be the left side of this ride. We're going to just fill this, of course, level this off with cyan here. I'm going to put one more layer on top of that. And now I've got to look to see, does this match up with there? Okay, all right, yeah, that'll be fine. So what we're going to do is, starting on the left, we just want to have 2 cyan there, and then we're going to start our pattern of 3, 3, and then there's going to be 2 light blue on the end. So it should be, and then so that means it's going to be 2 light blue, and then these are going to be cyan, and then just an extra stripe in the middle. So this is how this pattern is going to go. I'm going to start just by adding cyan, skipping 3 those, and then just filling in with the light blue. All right, so go ahead and continue with that pattern all the way to the top. All right, that looks perfect. And then just the top, you may want to decide whether you want to put this top on yet, just because we're going to be working in here for sure. And I don't know. See, here's what's going to happen in my brain. In my brain, I'm like, all right, I'm going to finish this top off and put some torches around in here just so we can see. And then inevitably, those torches get in the way of what I'm actually trying to build. So you know what? I'm going to leave my top off. I'm going to leave it off. I'm going topless. Shh. Okay, so let's take our dark blue wool, and we're going to kind of build the part that's that you kind of walk on, and it's sort of the outline of it as well. So let's put one. Actually, I'm going to need a sandstone slab here, because this is what you come up on. This right here is where you start, which we'll get to. We'll deal with that in I think in a later video. I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to bring a line of blue all the way across here. And actually, you know what? I probably should just carve out that's all right. There's going to be blue under here too when we do this pool. That's kind of where my brain's going, but that's all right. We'll deal with that in a minute. All right, so here we just want to bring this all the way up this side, across the top, and then not quite to the bottom. We want it to be right here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the 6th block up. So start there. Just bring that up to the top there. Since we're here, go ahead and poke this corner out. We're going to need to put water in here, and we're going to use a light blue block, which I just got rid of. Not that it really matters, but it does. He's got a light blue block, blue block right there. And then, all right, we'll get to the other one in just a minute. Grab my blue again. We want to leave 4 open on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put it here. Does that look right? Yeah. Yes. Although we want to skip the first one, because that's going to be a waterfall there. And then just bring this all the way across to here. And then skip 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again here on the right side, just leave this one open and do all the ones to the left of that. And then we want to add, right here, we want to add 2. And that's going to capture that water. And we need to add a pressure plate right here next to that. That water will come out of here and it'll come straight down into here. It'll be held by that pressure plate and not go anywhere. Same thing here. We want to do a double kind of little stack of wool there and a pressure plate there. I'm not going to put those in yet. In fact, I can take these out now that I know that those are there. So that's going to be where those go. What else can I put on here? Well, I could do this switch. The switch goes right here. And it's going to be in the up position during the game, and then you flick it down, that activates the redstone that's going to retract a piston, which we'll do in a later video. So let's do this pull down here. We already know it comes out to here. We need to dig down 4 blocks. So we already did 1, 2, 3, and you'll see down here. I already prepared a whole lot of openness under here, knowing full well that we are going to have to dig this all out. So that way you don't have to watch me dig all of it out. You can just watch me dig out just a little bits of it. So yeah, I've got this whole this is all in preparation for doing the redstone. which you don't really need all this room, but he dug down 10 blocks to get under some water problems that he was having in this area. So it really even doesn't even have to be this deep, but he did it this deep, so I'm going to give you instructions for that. So this is 10 blocks down from the surface, so I am standing on the 11th block, I guess you could say. So there should be 10 blocks between the upper levels. And now keep in mind that some of that is already being taken up by ground that is holding up all this gravel. So there's actually, I've got 2 layers here to do that. So I should have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I dug 8 down and below. Mostly it's just a matter of, like I said, if you're actually having to dig this out, don't dig all this out. Just dig down like what's underneath. I would say, where I'm getting disoriented here. Let me come back up to the surface. I would say just dig out what's under like this shape, and it really, you know what? I'm gonna make this even easier for you. If you're digging out and you really just want to keep it to a minimum, just dig out. You only need like half of this. But you know what? I'm not 100% sure where, because there's just 3 redstone signals that are coming up from below in this area, and then there's one up here going down over to the other one. So if you want to be safe, just dig out all of this straight down for 10 blocks, and then head this, keep at least 3 blocks so you can walk and stuff like that over to this way, and we should probably just dig this down to the same level and see where they meet up. Does that make sense? I don't know. I dug out a lot just so that I could have plenty of room to go and wouldn't be squished by my my camera wouldn't be all whacked out, getting pushed up against walls and stuff and making it too close to me. So I'm just going to dig this out, and then should be no problem here. There we go. And you can see I dug out underneath this too, because this is going to be showing while you're underwater. So we want this whole thing to be as if we dug out 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 3 blocks deep in the end. So in other words, this is the floor here like this. So let's just bring this across, and we're just going to build up all the. Oh, you should be. Well, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to see them, but. Build these walls up here, and then since I can reach the bottom row here, this will be the bottom of it, and yeah, again, nobody's going to see that, so that's fine there. Oh, should dig these out too, just to be. Here I go. I just said no one's going to see it, and then I get to do that one, and then I justify, oh, I better do it for the other ones. I don't know. Generally, he only did what you saw. Like, he didn't expend extra wool in places, but you just never know. If somebody dug out and then one of his helper might have done it, who knows? But we definitely want to have, obviously, anything showing should be blue. So that's this, and I just got a couple of rows here, and then I'll be done this part, and then we can fill this up with water, and then we can have the great debate about how this is filled. There are a couple different techniques. You can fill something that's this deep. You could fill, might seem silly, since we're in creative mode especially, you could fill this whole thing with some material, just 1 block deep, which would leave 1 block empty underneath. Then put water all over the top, and then break all that material that you just put down there. I'm going to just, since I'm in creative mode, it's really easy. I'm just gonna fill it in layers as if I was trying to build a proper swimming pool. This also actually, if you're watching my survival series, you'll understand that building something this way, if you're going to fish into it, is critical. It has to be done this way. Otherwise, you'll not. Whoops! You will not have as good of a time fishing because the water block, you need more water source blocks for fishing. Whew, I almost put a whole bunch of water on the land there, I think. Okay, just about done here. Now that's going to fill in nicely, and that's just as easy as anything else. Okay, so since I've got the water, all right, here's the debate. This is where the water's going to go, and this is just a regular cyan block behind it. So the question is this: do we want to put the water in now and then risk screwing up our redstone if we accidentally break that block? You know what? I'm going to go on the side of caution and say you can decide for yourself. I'm going to leave it. Hopefully I'll remember to put it back. I'll definitely remember to put it. I guess I can check to make sure it works. Let's just do that. Just put that right in there, and it should just stop right there. That's beautiful. And this one down here. No! See? Not there. This is the kind of thing that can ruin somebody's project. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to... I'm just going to get rid of that and get rid of this one. Okay. All right. Is there anything else? Oh, some torches. We can put some torches on. So those go, let's see, corners. As far as I know, I'm not sure of any on the side. I'm going to give you the ones on the front. I'll double check the sides, but I don't recall any on the side. So upper left-hand corner, right-hand corners, and then one in the middle, which I think is like here. One, yeah, it is there. It's there. It's kind of centered above this block right there. You'll find the center easily enough. Skip this one and put one in the center on this one as well. And also on the edges, lined up, with these blue pieces. And put this one right there, this one right there, and that's it. That's it for that. Yeah, that's all I have. Okay, all right. Well, that was, it's a fairly easy build. Each of these in its own right is easy enough, but it just all takes a lot of time. That's all. The worst part is coming, I'm sorry to say. But even the redstone is actually very logical, and you could probably do it a bunch of different ways and still get it to work. I'm going to give it to you exactly the way he has it, just so it has the right look, and we'll add a few details that he's got in there. So we just need to make sure we never ever touch that one or this one, even though I didn't put the water in there, but we'll have more to do down in there. One thing we could do before we leave, just to give it it would help when we go to do the redstones, we can put the dispensers in here, and we want to go to inside here, the third block down, and add, from the third one in, right on top of that blue stripe there, and then just do every other one. And originally he had, I think, 4 dispensers, and then he added a bunch before he got the game operational. So the redstone he showed was for the 4, and then we had to kind of extrapolate what it would be for the 8. But it's all very easy. There's nothing. Well, there's pistons. There are sticky pistons back behind here. But we can't really put them in yet. So that gives us the overall look, which is nice. And we got the pool, and we know where to put that building. So I think what we'll do is just do this building in the next video, and then just take an entire video for the redstone. Hopefully we can do it in one video, and then we can finish up with the trees and so forth. We'll figure it all out. So at least 2, 3, minimum 3 more videos, I think, for this. So we'll get it worked out with no problem whatsoever. And in the meantime, I'm Dolphin 68. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.